Hi YouTube, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. If we have an interruption, I'll just work through it with you. I showed you me yesterday. You can see that, yeah, I have my core to work on more. For my couple friends that started exercising with me. Thanks, that's cool. I mean, you know, that I could inspire somebody to um, keep going when we get a little bit older. But I had, when I was 34, a tubal ligation. They cut my stomach muscles and totally mangled me up inside there. Um, and I went into early menopause. And then with having my and then I have a separated pelvis too. And then when my horse fell on me, and I couldn't walk, and I couldn't walk from that stroke. Yeah, these injuries, broken bones and stuff, all that. Oh, it set me back. But if I had never exercised in my life, I'd be way worse off. And now I can feel feelings coming back in to my stomach muscles, my core, um, where it used to be absolutely perfect. um, but I can feel the strength coming back in there. I had no feeling on, especially my whole left side was just numb, especially after I got squished. Um, yeah, my horse had an injured leg. She fell back on me, and we both got hurt. Not as bad as I did, but I got hurt. I had to go to the hospital. They kept putting morphine in me, and nothing helped. That hurt really bad. I've fallen off horses. I used to ride bareback, um, breaking horses and whatnot, but that one hurt. So yeah, I mean, a ton of weight falling on you is a pretty dangerous thing. Or 1,800 pounds, whatever they weigh. They're ton and a half, whatever they are. There's some very big horses out there. Mine was extremely big. She was 16.3 and a half hands, if you know, almost a 17-point hand horse. Huge, absolutely huge. She was a beast. But so anyway, so yeah, I'm getting back there slowly but surely. I think about 20 pounds. I'm not worried about the weight right now. I'm more worried about just eating healthy and keeping active at least a few times a week, if not every day, with my exercises and that. So that's where I'm at right now. Just still recovering. Excuse me. Um, yeah. So if some of you, I'm sure, have had setbacks, and when you get to be about 40 and 50, I think I was more tired when I was 40 than I am right now in my life, oddly enough. Oh yeah, I mean, you can only do so much sleepless stuff in your life where it gets to be too much, like overworking, and especially raising kids, cleaning your house, going to work, um all of it's exhausting. But some people walk away from all that. They don't have to do the working and the taking care of the kids all at once. They don't know what that feels like you know I don't ever listen to people like that. They don't hold any bearing on what my reality is. People that throw their kids away and whatever. Yeah. I was just thinking about, I almost shared a song by, let's see, I think it's the Guess Who, Laughing. I'll share it later. Do you ever actually have somebody spit in your face and laugh at you? I mean, really, actually, you know? Yeah, I have. People that would literally say I love you out of one side of their mouth and then spit on you out of the other side. Cheers, everybody. I can never even do that to another human being or even a dog or a cat or even a frog. You know, I'm spit on you. Yeah, anyway. So I was thinking about that today. There's people in my life, if even if they haven't spat on me, I know they want to, and then they ask things of me. Or here's a good one. What it is they do admire me and they want to be around me for my strengths, and I'm creative. I always have something going on. It alleviates boredom. I'm good at that, and they know it. So they like my good attributes, but they at the same time hate me for them. You know, it's just like I am a scientist, and there aren't other scientists out there that want to talk to me because they think they're so above all that. Yeah. That's fine. If they don't want to know what's up with a lot of things, I can't force anybody into the reality of what our flesh and our spirit is doing. I can't force people to understand the connections with all that and how to operate within this whole realm. If they don't want to know it, they can go themselves. I'm so sick of stupid people. Um, yeah. I'm just sick of them. How about you? Anybody else? Raise your hand. Yeah. So, anyway, I think by the end of the summer, I'm going to be feeling much better, and then I'll put some workout clothes on and show you what I actually look like. I'll do a minuet for you, you know, or pirouette. Uh, dance terms means to turn, or pivot. Yeah, that's martial arts. So, or mechanical. Yeah. Anyway, I was just thinking, and then my brain went into articulating cogs in a mechanical mechanism. What? Quit for a minute. Dang. You know, you ever have that your brain, some people want to turn their brain off, or like their meditation or their breathing exercises or whatever. Okay, Sparky, stop thinking that's a really good idea. I suggest it for everybody. And I think they took me up on that suggestion from what it looks like. So, yeah, have at it. They're also comfortably numb. At least they think they're comfortable, you know. But anyway. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's just weird because I have this. I mean, I think a lot of people are like this, but to be able to express it like a happiness and a sadness every day, you know, what is going to win, which is going to take over and command my day, you know. It's always the happy. I don't let the sadness get to me. I've acted on that on purpose. I had a, it was intentional. Um, like taking a break in a way, and also seeing how other people were going to act around me when I exhibited those inner feelings around them, if you know what I'm saying. When I met Doug, he was in a dark, dark place, and um, he's he's coming out of it. But yeah, it was. I'm like super depressed. He wasn't even eating, you know. So anyway, I think I've helped quite a few people like that in their lives, and then when I fix them, they forget who fixed them, mentally and physically. Gave them some of my strength to carry on. And then whenever I'm um, sad, or I mean, Doug's doing better than he used to, but whenever I have issues in my life where I need help or support, everybody scatters like the little fucking cockroaches they are, you know. So it's all about them, you know. And I'm not just talking about Doug because we operate more like on a you do for me, I'll do for you, or go yourself type of attitude, which it works, you know. Excuse me. I shared, it's called Simon Osiris channel. Um, his name's Stephen. Uh, been following him since he was, I think, 33, and he's like around 40 now. I don't know. I've been following him for. He had a channel just so full of information before, and I'm not sure what happened to his channel, but he's rebuilding his archive. This man, this young man, even, well, he's written books, but, or a book, I think two of them, if I'm not mistaken. Um, what's unique is his emotional and mental aspect and outlook on things in the world that he has an understanding of that normal people don't have an understanding of. Your average person, and even some that excel on higher levels don't actually even get it. Well, first off, there's a lot of people that are highly intelligent and they think they already know everything. And with somebody like that, you can't show them anything new because they think they got the whole picture already. So with that, all you can do is just either tolerate their bullshit or distance yourself. And I don't tolerate. I've been distant. I used to give people chance after chance in their life with their stupidity, and now I'm like, I cannot take it anymore. I can't take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. you know, I just can't. I can't do stupid anymore. And like I say, it can be with some really, really brilliant minds that stifle their selves because they don't see anybody else on their level, you know? So they're pretty lonely, I'm sure. You know? I'm looking for the ones that are on that level, and I want to share in that delight of the mind and the learning and the sharing and all that. I think that's awesome. Every new thing I learn, I'm just like soaking it in, you know? Not the baloney, and I can tell I have a baloney meter, you know, but you know, if it's stuff like a fad, there's different fads with religions and people's belief systems and different things in the world, um, different cultures and whatever. But and they're kind of there, but they're not quite there, if you know what I mean. Well, there isn't a representation of what the reality is on the truth of our origins. It's not a really good representation on this planet of that. In like one area that you can garner, like pick up a book and there it is. Some people are going to say, well, the holy book's not, or like that. Not really, no. It's not really telling you, um, there's only one channel telling the truth about that. That's Lady Babylon. he, he knows. He knows. So does Doug. So do I. I haven't met anybody else like that yet. I'm not saying that they're not out there. And there's some people that I haven't met that I think probably get it, but maybe like 144,000, something like that. That's not a big percentage, you know? Yeah, I did just run across this too many times where people are telling me about the religion I have in my heart and my soul that's always been there. I was born knowing, and a lot of people are like, well, I remember being in my crib and not being able to walk yet. That's how far back and I can remember. I have memories of things that were done to me or not done for me, you know. I had to set them aside in my life to be able to function. A lot of people don't have that ability to set that aside, you know. Or I had some extra help for some reason that others might not. Either way, I don't know why, but I'm just telling you my truth, you know. But yeah, I was a little irritated. I hate people thinking that I'm stupid, you know, and when they treat me like I'm stupid, like I don't know. Um, they treat me like I don't even know who they are, let alone I don't even know myself. They would know me better than I do. You know, that type of attitude. It's like they made me, you know. Well, unless you did, which the person I'm thinking of did not, you know. Well, But even when you make your own child, doesn't mean you actually know that other soul, because souls are different. Unless you're conjoined twins sharing the same heart and mind, you're different, you know? Maybe you share the same heart and you have two different brains. Maybe you have two different hearts and share the same brain. Who knows, right? What goes on this planet? Anybody else sick of this shit? Oh man. And then you can always talk politics if religion isn't enough, you know? One of these days I might bring my old stationary bike in here and show you I do sprints that are like crazy fast, over 40 miles an hour. You just ride a little bit, like real smooth, and then you do about 10, 30-second sprints at 40 miles an hour. I hurt my knee doing that, so I had to give it a break. So, yeah, anyway. So, what is the weather like in your area? I'm curious, wherever you live. Mine, like yesterday, we were almost 50 degrees, and today it was raining, and a lot of times in February and March it's still snowing and sub-zero, and we're supposed to get some snow, I think, tonight, and it's windier than heck out. And it, like I said, it rained a little bit, but then I think next week it's supposed to be almost 60 degrees again, so I think spring is coming early to us, which means, yay, a long summer. Love it. I love summer. I think that's my favorite season. I do love them all. When I lived in Arizona for a few years, I missed the seasons. And I knew I was gonna anyway because it's like there's like we have a 300-year-old oak tree and different things you just don't see, forests and lakes, and I missed all the lakes and the trees, and I always wished I could take the mountains from Montana and the lakes of Minnesota and put them together. The closest I get to that is up on Lake Superior, where the White Mountains are there, and there's waterfalls and stuff going in, and a bunch of little lakes too. So it's so beautiful up there. But Arizona, yikes. No thanks. I mean, up by Payson, Arizona is really beautiful. I did live up there for a while. Um, on the side of a mountain, there was a creek and wild horses, and I worked for this old timer that had a mansion. I cleaned his mansion, and they had a resort where hunting resort where people would come up and stay in cabins. So I cleaned the cabins and I cleaned the mansion. I was their maid, you know. My kids were little. I had went from no home, no tent, to getting a tent living on a mountain, to working for these rich people getting a cabin on the mountain. And so I went from going from homeless to finding work and a home for my children because of the deadbeat that still tries to bother me in my life, you know? So spiritually attacked constantly. by that bloodline and actually had a baby murdered by that family. So, yeah, not nice people at all. You know, ones that would spit in your face for helping them. That type. Really. Oh, they do worse too if they could get away with it. Better believe it. Well, I'm not afraid. I mean, in fact, what's different about me now that was um, not in me back then is my lethality. Back then, I did not want to hurt anybody. And now, that's not the case. If somebody lays their hands on me, or even attempts to, I'm going to show them what I'm made out of. I mean, I've had to before, but I didn't get lethal with them. I let them go. But it's not going to be like that again, ever. I'm going to attack. If I get attacked, I'm I'm going all the way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's go all the way. That's a good song. Just what's on my mind today. Having people playing games with me. When they treat me like I'm stupid, I can't tolerate it. I just want to scream, you know. And it's somebody that I love them, but I do not like them at all. I just don't. And they say they love me, but they've never liked me. It's just the difference between human beings, you know. I'll just tell it like it is. People with lacking moral virtues hate me, and the feeling's mutual. I mean, why play? You know, what can I do for you that you can't do for yourself? And why keep me in your life? You know? Yeah. So I don't care who goes first, you know. I really don't, you know. People expected because they're my blood that I was just going to the stupid thing that's going around that is called unconditional love. Is there really such a thing? There's conditions. It's called when you do something bad to another person, expect things not to go the way you want to in your life. That's what that's called. That's the golden rule, doing unto others, isn't it? So when you actually do rotten things to good people, it's going to come back on you. Watch. That's a promise. And you deserve it. But you're just counting on the fact that I love you. But remember this, I don't like you. And you can count on that. And that's pretty important. If I don't like you, you're going to have major problems in your future. It's my thoughts. I can't stop my thoughts. You trigger them, and I react. It's pretty simple. It's a perpetual motion. Oh, somebody was talking about making more videos every day, and they already make like an hour and a half or 2 hour ones every few days, hey, and plus they work, it's like, don't worry about it. You are appreciated for all your hard work because what isn't seen, I feel your um, extensive duty to the truth. And it's appreciated. I just wanted to make that clear. So everything you do, when it's done, it's not only do I listen deep and I gather what you say, but um, so quantity doesn't always just mean quality. I'm on here daily. It's like a journal. It's like a diary. Um, in case my offsprings ever want to come back or people, there I'm sure I can some impart some type of OG advice for people and guidance in ways that they're going through similar things that they can gather, and just being your friend with a pure heart behind the whole thing, you know. Well, I'm gonna get this uploaded. I just wanted to speak about people laughing at our struggles, and they play a big part on the struggles we have, and then sit there and laugh about it, or could care less. Maybe they don't even laugh, but it doesn't even cross their mind that you're having a hard day because they don't care. Those type of people, they care if they're having a hard day, but they're never there for you when you're having a hard day. That's what I'm talking about today. So, okay, everybody, I appreciate you joining me. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA. Have a good night or day wherever you're at.